corner, they'll see that red light go out and will be underway and racing. And as if by magic, it does go out. Not the best of starts, so Robin's going to get forced to the outside here, and it should be Alexander who holds on to a steady lead there and does indeed as they all filter in behind him, heading through that first long left-hander, then into a sweeping right here for turn number 2. And they're all keeping on the black stuff. That's the main thing. Of course, in this heat number 2, still the same length as the heat number 1. 8 laps in total, so quite a short one. But look at this already. Robin Raikkonen all over the back of Alexander Kristoff. To remind you, if you weren't tuned in earlier this morning, Alexander has won every final so far this season. Of course, we're in round number 4 of 6 for the 2023 Rotax Max Challenge Switzerland. But to win all 3 finals coming into this round, I'm sure Alexander was feeling pretty confident. But he's got some pressure from behind. And look at this, Robin Raikkonen has someone for company. Is that Michael Blatter just in behind him? Keep an eye on the timing. No, it's not. So Michael is fallen down to 4th during that first lap. And that's now the 95 of Marcel Aruno, who is coming through now in 3rd place and now heavily pressuring Robin Raikkonen there for 2nd place. This could give the opportunity that Alexander Kristoff needs here to try and build a bit of a gap, because, of course, he had a full 8 laps of dealing with heavy pressure throughout that last race. If he's able to produce a little bit of a gap early on here, just hope that Robin Raikkonen starts looking behind rather than in front. He can gain that little bit of a gap and not have so much pressure throughout the race. But it doesn't really look like that's happening, to be honest, as we come to the end of lap number 2. Check over the shoulder from Kristoff. And will he move over to defend? Doesn't feel he's under enough pressure to defend just yet. A little bit of rubbing down into the first corner, just Robin showing that he is right there and he's looking for that overtake, but it's not quite coming just yet. One of our shorter, well, our shortest races of the day, these heats in our Micro Max class. So not a huge amount of time to get those moves done. This circuit, relatively short. These drivers doing 48, 47 second lap times. Which in these slower karts is decently fast. But nonetheless, as I say, not a huge amount of time to get the moves done. So Robin Raikkonen really needs to start thinking about it sooner rather than later. It's a bit of a mistake there into the right-hander. Is going to lose a bit of time. And that means that Marcel Aruno, there in behind him, gets closer and closer. Who's that in a bit of no man's land? It's Michael Blatter in behind. And look at that battle going on for 5th place then. It's Hanger Sarkani trying to pull to the outside there into turn number 1. I don't think that's really much of an overtaking opportunity, particularly going to the outside there at that corner. So Devin Densler holds on to that 5th place for now anyway. Those two just around a second off of the back of Michael Blatter. And then Michael Blatter's about a second and a half off of these leading 3. But look at this. Immediately back on the back of Kristoff is Raikkonen. Raikkonen, a little bit of a mistake through the left-right turn there. Got the rear end just a little bit too slidey. The car didn't like that. Robin loses a little bit of exit speed. But all these 3 drivers at the front looking very, very quick. Fastest lap of the race, so does go the way of Alexander Kristoff as of yet, as they do come through to finish another lap. Still the way of Kristoff, that fastest lap, 48.453 for him, 4.68 for Raikkonen, and 5.49 for Marcel Aruno there behind. Still very in with a shout of this one. Again, as we've seen from a couple of races today, possibly just sitting back in wait, and hopefully, well, he'll be hoping for sure that it all just sort of goes wrong for the drivers ahead of him and he can sweep through and take the lead. But look at this, Robin Raikkonen is all over the back of Alexander Kristoff. Had a really, really nice Sector 1 there, heading into Sector 2. But wasn't able to capitalise. He's got a great run, look at this. And Alexander knows it, moves to the inside, sends him the long way round there. And that long sweeping right-hander, if you've got the apex, you've more than likely got the corner. And the exit doesn't matter hugely, because unlikely that they'll be able to get alongside before that fast left right-hander, fast sort of S section. And that's definitely somewhere where you don't want to go 2 by 2. But look at this, Marcel Aruno, maybe getting slightly frustrated here. The Raikkonen isn't able to squeeze past and find an open door. So possibly Marcel thinking, hey, if you're not going to get through here, then give me an opportunity. I'm going to go down your inside. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on Marcel Aruno there on the 95-plated car in 3rd place. Good battle still going on behind. It does look like Hanger Sarkani has managed to get through on Devin Densler for 5th place. Those two closing in on Michael Blatter, but they might not quite have enough time to close in. Raikkonen not quite close enough for a move once again there into the right-hander then. So going to come through the flat-out S's, back through and under the gantry. 2 more laps to go then. This is the penultimate lap for heat number 2. If it finishes as it is, likely it'll be these three starting on the front three positions for their final later on this afternoon. But Robin is going to want to try and do something about that. Thought about it mid-corner there. Possibly. We're seeing a nose cone just be stuck in, but nope, he pulls out of it. Of course, it's certainly not a do or die moment. I mean, it isn't really in the final either. You are battling for a championship, but of course, you want to win any race, particularly a final. So possibly in the final, we'll be seeing a little few more sends. But Robin just thinking better of it that time around. No need to cause unnecessary contact and give yourself a penalty. Only need to go for that move if the correct opportunity arises. A little check over the shoulder from Christoph as they head through now onto the final lap of this heat number 2 in our Micromax class. As you see there, they get the final lap board on the inside from the fantastic marshals here at La Circuit de la Vallée. But it does look, I don't want to commentators curse him, but it does look like Alexander Christoph has this one under control once again, looking to get a perfect result here, as he doesn't seem a stranger to a perfect result, let's say, for Alexander Christoph. In a class of his own at most events, but he definitely has Raikkonen for company. Not quite close enough to think about a move then. Last overtaking opportunity is more than likely the right-hander up here, but it's a good exit for Christoph. He checks over the shoulder, doesn't feel the need to defend that inside line. And he's looking good to take this one then through the final couple of corners. It is going to be Alexander Christoph to come around the final corner and take yet another win in the Micromax class. Super close between the two behind, and Marcelo Bruno very happy with that third place, as he should be. Splitting the two of them, of course, Robin Raikkonen there in second place. Great to see Kimi's son battling right up there near the sharp end. I'm sure he's going to want to turn those 2 second places into a victory in the final, but it's going to be a tall order to get past Alexander Christoph, to say the least. Behind them, we saw a great little battle going on. Michael Blatter did lead home Hanger Sarkani and Devin Densler there, 4th, 5th and 6th place respectively. And then behind them, Nico Yenny in 7th.